Buffalo, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, wherever it may be, out of Erie for a break, right? It's great to see two friends of mine here. When you guys get on those motorcycles and you ride in the summer, you're not trying to get on the road. You're using the road to get you to the place where you're going, to get those big homemade milkshakes and stuff that y'all was telling me about, that you enjoy together. Understand that the process is valuable and the process is important, but we can't stay stuck in the process. We have to have a vision that draws us through the process, because if we be honest, the process is hard to deal with sometimes. You know, any of you that are mothers and you've had children, you've been pregnant, you had children, you love them babies. But man, to get them here was a challenge. Now see, and that's a great point. Thank you all for not responding very heavy to that, because you don't remember, you think you remember the pain you were feeling, and you don't have an idea. You don't know, I remember. No, you don't. You don't remember it as intensely as you did in the moment because you got through it. That's why they call it being delivered or delivering the child. You've been delivered from the pain, because if you were still feeling that pain, you wouldn't be looking as nice as you look today. You'd be frowning. You'd be, you wouldn't be holding nobody's hand. You'd be, a stereotypical woman who's having a baby, is in labor, and the father's there trying to support her and hold her hand, and she's squeezing the life under her hand, right? You wouldn't be all lovey-dovey looking like you are today, because, but here's the thing. The process of getting your beautiful child here was very, very difficult. That's why you didn't stay in labor. You had to be delivered from the labor. And the vision is the delivery of the process, being delivered through the process and the challenges of the experience. And the only thing that makes it worth it is getting to the destination. You know how, listen, how many of y'all ever tried to go out of town and your car break down, or the bus break down, or you go to the airport, right? You go to the airport road, and then the plane break down, and then you get to go back home. That's one of the most disappointing. Yeah, maybe you get to go tomorrow, you get the next flight out, get the next bus out, but man, you had it timed out, lined up. But you can't get stuck in the process. You use the process, you maximize the process, but it's always en route to somewhere. That's the place that we envision, our desired place. So we've been talking about that the last couple of weeks. This week we want to shift and transition into something else today. I was kind of doing some meditating over the weekend, the last couple of days, and trying to figure out, okay, coming out of this vision. We talked also about vision boards and the importance of, again, having a pictorial representation of where you're trying to go. The Bible in the book of Habakkuk says, write the vision, make the vision plain so we can see it, run with it, and make it a reality. So when we've done all of that, I was thinking, I said, okay, so what's next? What's the next step? And I realized, and the Spirit began to talk to me about, and I'm going to be kind of low-key today because, again, all this physical stuff leads us to plan. But we can talk about vision and greatness and where we're going and our destiny and our purpose. But many people, in order for you to get to your purpose, in order for us to continue to strive to be who we've always been destined to be, you got to know that you're worthy of that. A lot of people stop striving and working towards greatness because they don't feel as if they're worthy of that. Because you start looking at the stuff that you did. I know, again, we're in a service today, and everyone in here is an angel. You floated in. You had never did nothing that was seen as wrong or negative. You were just straight out of heaven. You just flittered down to grace us with your presence this morning at 11:30. But for me, I've had struggles in my life where it was hard for me to see that I was worthy of what I envisioned. Because I get stuck in the sight of my behavior or the sight of my circumstance and lose track on the vision. Or I keep good track of the vision, but I see what I find myself in, or my mistakes or my challenges or my humanity as making me not worthy. How many of you ever heard or even felt this yourself? You don't deserve a good relationship. You don't deserve to be better. You don't deserve people to love you. You ever had somebody try to love on you? Or I'll put it this way. You ever had somebody try to love on somebody, and they still dealing with the fact that they've been abused before you, and they don't feel as if they're worthy of love? And many of us have a way, or many of us get stuck in not knowing who we are, so we don't think that we're worthy of where we desire.